Also happening this weekend is the opening of the Queen Freddie Mercury biopic, Bohemian Rhapsody, starting...
You f***ed up!
I hate you. Hello, Andrew Santino.
Hi, Sarah. Tiana, you look wonderful.
Thank you.
You look so good in a troll outfit. Because you troll me all the time on the show, I figured it's appropriate to make you a troll on the show.
Is that what I am?
That's what you are right now.
I didn't know I was a troll.
You are a troll.
I was the cutest thing in the whole world.
I mean, you do look cute. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
You can keep that.
I can keep this?
Yeah, Gothard paid for that, didn't you, bud?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
He bought that.
Yes. Oh, and look who's sitting next to Gothard.
Who is that?
It's another one of my friends. You guys don't believe me that Gronk's my friend? I thought I'd bring Rob in.
Rob Riggle is your friend?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
How did you guys meet?
Oh, God. You want to tell him?
I don't want to talk about it on air, man. I don't.
Oh, cool. You don't want to blow up your celebrity spot?
I'll just keep it.
Well,
I saw him in a parking lot getting picked on, and I went over and joined in.
He's just the nicest one.
can he get points for that?
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think Riggle should get points for that
Riggle
stuff.
is our guest judge today, Rob Riggle, a.k.a. the Karate Kid King, right?
Karate Kid
AKA
King?
Hot Flesh, AKA Fist of Fury, AKA Long D. There's all kinds of different names.
The Long D is really good. The Long D, the Karate King, Rob Riggle's here. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Riggle's here. Yeah!
So next week, what's going to be the prop? What do we want to bet for next week?
I think it's going to be switching and controlling one another's Twitter icons.
The avatar.
The avatars, as well as 3 tweets. How about that?
What?
3 tweets.
You just upped
I upped the
we
bet.
said avatar.
We said avatar, and
then...
I just did it live on air, so we have to do it now. 3 tweets. We each get to do 3 tweets on another person's page.
On each
other's page.
Okay.
Good?
That sounds good to me.
Give me the first prop.
All right, the first prop. Thursday Night Football keeps getting better, Santino. This week we have an epic showdown between the 1-6 Raiders and the 1-7 49ers. 2 teams that have combined for an impressive -19 turnover differential. The prop. Which embarrassing professional football team has more turnovers Thursday night, the Raiders or the Niners?
Ooh, you know it's going to be the Niners, baby. Also, Fox, I'm sorry, Thursday nights are just trash for you guys. I'd rather watch reruns of Last Man Standing by Tim Allen. I'm never going to trust a man with 2 initials for a first name. We talked about that. I don't like people that have 2 first names. And CJ Beathard sounds like a 3rd-round pick from Iowa because he is. The kid's got 7 picks and 5 fumbles in 6 games. They might as well let Gothard huck the pigskin at those numbers. It's pretty pathetic. Derek Carr is playing great despite being a kid from Bakersfield, so I'm going to say he's going to have another good game against the trash Niners.
Playing great. You think Derek
He's
Carr...
been playing good enough for the Raiders.
You said great.
He's been playing well.
You said great.
He's got an 89% QB rating. He's not bad.
89?
89's not bad for him.
Oh my God. Spoken like a guy who loved a B+ in high school.
I'm a C-.
Listen, the Raiders don't just turn over the ball, they turn over their entire team, all right? They've gutted that team. The next thing that they should hire or get rid of, I don't know, is their offense, because they don't have that. They are terrible, and I know that you think Derek Carr is amazing.
He's good.
Like the last thing that's staying there, but literally, he might as well be one of those Jeeps from the 1980s because he turns over without holding the football. The only person he has left on that team to throw to is the 49ers. So this weekend and this Thursday, he's going to be throwing it to
You know,
the
he can
Niners.
rush himself. He's actually not bad on the ground. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to
He's
run the
not
ball.
bad
Without
on the ground?
Marshawn Lynch, without the Skittles King, I don't know what else he's going to do besides run the ball himself.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Riggle?
Awesome. I get to weigh in now, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm giving points, right?
Yep.
Here's the deal. You threw out some zingers there against Fox, which, you know, I work with.
I didn't say anything about Fox.
Fox.
I didn't say anything
Fox
about
NFL.
Fox.
You said Fox Thursday night sucks.
It does suck. This game does suck. This game is probably one of the most trash games they've ever shown.
Okay, well, this game,
It's not
I'm
their
with
fault.
you, but Fox coverage is fantastic. So, I can't get on board. Here's what I liked about what you had to say, Sarah.
What?
Your hatred for the Raiders is almost up to where mine is.
Almost, yeah.
I can't talk about the Raiders objectively, reasonably, rationally. My hatred is pure, and it sounds like yours is too.
Very pure.
So I'm going to give you 50 points.
Oh my God!
And I'm going to give you, Santino,
Gothard.
2 points.
2 points.
2 points. Yes, 50 to 2.
Wow.
Man, coming out to an early strong
I'm
lead.
glad this isn't biased in any way, shape, or form.
This feels like the World Series all over.
Don't worry, I can also take away points if I understood correctly.
Oh,
That sounds
totally.
right. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
that is
so-
true. You
Prop
can.
number 2. Whoa, Nelly! On Saturday, down in the Bayou, number 4 LSU hosts Nick Saban and number 1 Alabama. In the college football game of the weekend, Bama comes in 8-0, dominating everyone and leading the nation in scoring at 54 points per game, Sarah. The prop, over or under 34.5 points for Alabama against Coach O and the Tigers on Saturday.
I'm saying under because Alabama is finally playing a ranked team. They have played no
One ranked team.
They have not played a
One
ranked
ranked team.
That team that they played lost their ranking. Okay.
They were 22 at the time that they played.
Oh, well, how exciting. Honestly, the Little Giants have had a harder schedule this year. I'm not even kidding. Nobody has played Alabama. Tua, he's probably going to win the Heisman, and he hasn't even thrown a pass in the fourth quarter this year. That's how good Alabama has been. But now they're playing LSU, who is undefeated at home. They've had 1 loss on the road in Florida, which, you know, I'm fine whenever SEC teams beat each other. But I don't think Alabama can score as many as they think this weekend.
You
so
know
I'm
Nick
taking
Saban
under.
is going to go off. Okay, and Tua, by the way, who's phenomenal, who hasn't thrown 1 pick yet. This kid is incredible. Alabama hasn't scored less than 35 points against an opponent since they played this year. So I don't know why you think LSU is going to make the difference.
Community colleges.
They have not been playing community college.
They have the Citadel coming up. How exciting. What a tough game.
They're good.
The Citadel.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good for a local community college
in the
team.
Army-Navy
They're
league,
good
they're
for a
good.
D3 squad. They're not bad. Listen, I think Tua is so good that he is going to go off. This is something for them to prove. Beating LSU at their house is an important game for them. And Tua, I love you, although he might be the best college quarterback with a name as confusing as Hawaiian pizza. I don't really like to say his last name because I don't. Tagliatelle pasta? What, how do you say it? Krzyzewski?
Krzyzewski.
Nick Saban is going to make sure these kids whoop on those kiddies at LSU, and you know that's going to be more than 34
Still
points.
taking
They've
the
done that
under.
all season.
Still taking the under. Riggle, what do
Over,
you say?
baby.
Listen, it's the over. It's the
Okay.
over.
All right.
It is the
And
over.
you're right, though. Alabama hadn't played jack squat
Right.
all year long.
True.
Which is just an embarrassment. So they are going to get their first taste of competition, but they are a juggernaut,
Yeah.
a death machine. Do you remember that Mad Max movie where they were driving through the desert and that guy had the guitar with the amplifier and he was just rocking out and he was like on bungee cords?
Yeah.
That's how Alabama's going to come into Death Valley.
Whenever you see a senior on Alabama, aren't you like, what did you do wrong?
Yeah.
What happened? Why are you not in the NFL yet? Did you?
What happened?
Santino gets 30 points.
Yes.
And
He gave you 50 to start the game.
30 is a lot for.
Sarah gets 2.
I like that.
I'll
Very
take
good.
it. Still winning. Prop number 3.
Ugh.
UFC 230 is this Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. The main event is a heavyweight title between Daniel Cormier and recent internet superstar Derek Lewis, who took his trunks off after his win at UFC 229 last month and said his balls was hot. The prop, will or won't anyone say balls in the post-fight interview for Cormier Lewis on Saturday night?
You know it's going to happen. The Black Beast is back. He's got a catchphrase now. He's not just the Black Beast. Now he's the Black Beast with the balls that be hot. Joe Rogan himself made a shirt. There's a shirt that people are wearing with "My balls be hot" written across it. And when he wins, by the way, because I do think he's going to take down Cormier, I do think that'll be the first thing out of his mouth. So we talk about his balls. This guy's big black balls have been the conversation of every interview he's done now. He says he's training 3 hours instead of 1 hour because the 2 added hours are for his balls.
Wow.
Okay, that's a public statement that he made. This cat's all about his balls, and I hope he keeps them in his trunks this time, but he is going to say it. It will be said multiple times during that fight.
Well, I don't know if
That he'll
he's
win.
going to say it or anyone else is going to say it because we're saying it a zillion times during the match. And I think it's going to be old before the end of the match.
You think his balls are going to get old?
well,
It's going to be old balls by the end of the
they're
fight?
definitely heavy. They might as well be old.
How do you know they're heavy?
Listen.
Have you seen the Black Beast balls?
I think we all have. Have you not? You don't follow him on Instagram, and you should because he's great on Instagram and he's hilarious.
He puts his nuts on Instagram.
Listen, I think he's trying to clean up his act, and he will say testicles. I do not think he will say balls. I think balls is a dumb term, to be honest. I think he might say ball, singular, because
he has two.
Well, we don't know that. I know that he has one giant ball for sure, the one that I've seen.
You think those two nuts are one giant nut? Is that what you think?
And who has the balls to say balls to that guy? I am just saying.
Joe Rogan did.
He is literally giant. He's like bigger than the mountain.
Joe Rogan will talk about his balls. We all know that. That's the topic of conversation, Gothard. By the way, a classy show, Rob. I will note that we talk about testicles for a full minute and a half on this show.
Absolutely.
While
By the way,
I'm wearing a troll costume.
We're top notch.
You guys, I'm sorry, you were talking about old heavy balls, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can weigh in on this. Look, guys, the balls are the best.
Oh yeah.
It's the best. It's what it should be. And the fact that his balls be hot, there's nothing wrong with it. They're making T-shirts. The #1 Halloween costume this year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, his balls.
No.
Everyone's wearing big black balls this Halloween.
Everybody's wearing balls.
Not.
Oh yeah.
They are.
My
some
son
of us are
begged me.
wearing
My son
troll
begged me to get me balls this year. I was like, no.
So what do we think? Are balls going to be spoken about after the fight?
The balls are totally going to be talked about.
Yeah.
So, Santino, you get 20, and Sarah, you get 2.
15? Oh.
No, I like it. See, and now it's a much closer game.
I get 2.
He gets 2. That's
Gothard,
fine.
make sure you put in my 2.
I just did.
He did.
I just did.
The number of balls.
That Cormier has and will be spoken about, not one. This whole one nut theory that you got is interesting.
I don't know.
I'm kind of into it.
How am I supposed to take the not on that?
Well, you know,
Well,
some
I
of these
had to.
topics.
This-
What do you do, you know? We're going to talk about nuts again. Prop number 4, to the NFL we go. The Cleveland Browns dumpster fire continues to burn as they fired head coach Hugh Jackson and offensive coordinator Todd Haley this week, leaving Greg Williams in charge to host the 7-1 Chiefs on Sunday. You might think these two teams have nothing in common, but both are tied for the second most penalized team in the league. The prop, who has more penalties on Sunday, the Chiefs or the Browns?
The Browns. Obviously. Come on. Greg Williams is the person that started Bountygate, all right? He shouldn't even be allowed in the NFL. He became a defensive coordinator, I don't know, off of a coin flip, and now he's got to coach the Browns. Like, the guy has no problem putting a bounty on the heads of Favre and Kurt Warner. You think he's not going to try and take out the future of football, Patrick Mahomes? There's no way that there's not tons of penalties on the Browns. And you know the Chiefs aren't going to have that many because mostly they get called for offensive and defensive holding, and there's nothing on the Browns to hold on to. There's nothing to hold.
Baker Mayfield.
Oh, yeah?
That's the only thing they should be holding on to. Even though they lead the league in offensive holding, I do think they're doing the right thing by protecting that one little thing that they do have that they should love.
Oh, yeah?
He's a sweet little boy from the South, and I like him very much, okay? They should protect that kid. Listen, it's hard to argue this, but I will argue this. You play to the level of your competition, right? We know that. Michael Jordan said that. That's why I don't do that good on the show, because you're not that good. So, the Chiefs are going to fail miserably. In this game, this will be probably the worst game they play all year. This is going to be not an upset, but it'll be a sneakily close game because the Chiefs are going to fall victim to playing losers. That's what's going to happen. They're going to play a trash team. They're going to play trash. There's going to be a lot of stupid penalties, a lot of stupid accidents. That's all I can predict for one of the greatest teams in the NFL right now. But I do think the Browns are going to have a lot of penalties because they're awful.
You think wrong. And, and your friend Travis Kelce will see this.
Careful what you say.
Wait. I cannot wait.
Trav, you know I love you, babe. You're the best.
Riggle, Chiefs fan.
Santino has an interesting theory, and that's what it is. It's a theory. Sarah, you're 100% correct.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, bottom line is Chiefs good.
Yeah.
On everything. Just good people, good, kind heart, disciplined.
Yeah.
They're good. Browns bad.
Browns bad.
And so that's how it goes down.
Yeah.
Therefore, Sarah, you receive a cool 20 points.
Yes.
And Santino, you receive 2.
2?
I thought, yeah.
Kelsey's a friend of mine. I thought that was going to earn me some stripes.
That
But
came
you
in
talked
very,
about him.
I didn't talk about him.
You talked shit about his team.
No, I said they're going to play to the level of their garbage competition. That's me taking a shot at the Browns. Everybody in here knows that.
Prop number 5. Speaking of the Browns, they were the first team in the NFL this season with the balls to fire their head coach. finally getting rid of Hugh Jackson after 8 games and maybe opening the door for other struggling teams to follow suit. The prop, will or won't any other NFL head coaches be fired by end of day Monday?
I think they will. In fact, it could come on that Thursday night game on Fox. I think Shanahan and or Gruden should both get fired for this kind of display. And here's how I propose this goes down. At the end of the game, I think both coaches meet midfield and they fist fight. And let the fans decide who deserves to keep their job or who gets fired. Because both of these guys were almost halfway through the season and they have almost nothing to show for it. You know, can you imagine being halfway through your life and having nothing to show for it, Gothard?
Oh my God, that is so mean.
Yes, I can.
That is so mean. And just so we are all clear,
and you're more than halfway. You're dying in the next 10 to 15.
True.
enough firing has been going on. I say there won't be any more people fired this weekend, maybe down the line, but not by by Monday. And the only person, in my opinion, that deserves to be fired in the NFL is whoever made Carrie Underwood change that goddamn song, because the last one was just fine.
No, they were both terrible.
And even if they fire anybody this weekekend, I won't even know I don't even know the names of half of these head coaches.
Yeah.
I think Todd Bowles is the name of somebody. They showed the coach of the Jets the other day, and I was like, who the heck is that guy? Why does he have headphones on? These coaches have been coming and going so regularly that I don't think we know their names anymore. But regardless, I don't think this weekend is the time to do it. We just did the trade deadline. So many players just changed teams. There's a lot of re-upping to do. There's a lot of new excitement on a lot of these teams because of the trade deadline. So I don't think that any coaches will be fired this weekend. If I had won Mega Millions, there would be fired, because I would have fired the entire Pats locker room. But I didn't win Mega Millions, so I think things are going to stay the same.
You didn't win that?
I didn't.
It said some white trash from the South won it, so I just thought that was you.
Wasn't me. No, there's more than one of us. There's two. It was the other person.
I got to take in shots where I get them, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I get it. I like your fist fight to the death midfield theory. I think both coaches, even though they're awful right now, there's too much invested in them, so they're not going to get fired.
No.
I don't think anybody's getting fired.
No.
And you're right. I don't know half the new.
No.
I don't know any of the coaches.
I don't know any of the coaches anymore.
No, I don't know any coaches.
No.
Anyway, but you also bored me. I started to fall asleep a little bit. So,
Yes. Yes.
so you get 4 points, and Santino, you get.
Come on, baby.
You get.
Minus 70?
No.
You get 16 points.
Thank you very much.
Come on.
Hey, don't use your relationship to try to get more points, all right?
But he didn't even say Sarah. He said you.
That's what you are. You're a you.
Get 4 points.
You're going to be a you in here. Prop number 6. The greatest showdown in the history of quarterbacking is happening this Sunday night, Sarah. The GOAT Tom Brady and the GOAT Aaron Rodgers face off on Sunday Night Football. And NBC is already so excited, they rolled out a commercial hyping up the matchup featuring the real GOAT, Michael Jordan. The prop, over or under 9.5 times that the word GOAT is said on the NBC broadcast of Patriots-Packers Sunday night.
Under. Okay, first of all, I can't even take Michael Jordan seriously because of that dumb earring that he always wears.
Excuse me?
And every time I see
All
video
great
of him,
black athletes wear earrings, okay?
Oh, yeah, Barry
Bonds,
Yeah, I know.
Ken Griffey Jr.
I knew, yeah. Well,
Lawrence Taylor.
is ridiculous.
Lawrence Taylor, LT with the cross.
Anyway, there shouldn't even be a debate, because they only debate this whenever with those two guys, and there's no debate because obviously it's Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. Aaron Rodgers is the COAT, the complainer of all time. That's why the NFL is the no fun league, because most of the rules have been made because actually they both are the COAT. They should just be called the COAT. And I think, honestly, the only, they're going to be talking about the GOAT. I don't think it's going to be over 10 times. I think it's going to be mentioned enough by other people. And the only reason to even tune in to hear these two guys talk anymore is to just hear Al Michaels have to promote whatever show is coming on to NBC. That is literally my favorite part, when he's like, gotta watch the Life and God Friended Me. Or, it's so
God Friended Me, coming up next week on NBC.
Wow, Brady. And then, like,
Listen, GOAT is going to be mentioned over and over because these two are the GOATs. Unfortunately for Tom Brady, I think it's nauseating for him to hear GOAT, because he can't have goat meat or really anything else,
Or
caffeine
fun.
or fun, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do think they're going to mention it over and over, because that's the whole thing. NBC likes to squeeze the juice out of something for far, far too long. Look at some of their television lineups, man. They really like to keep rolling out some shows that should have been gone a long time ago. GOAT will be said multiple times, and I really do hope Tom Brady gets taken down by Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
Speaking of shows that should have been gone a long time ago, Riggle, what do you think of our show right now?
It's solid gold. What are you talking about?
We're solid bronze. We're solid bronze.
Yeah. No, and you guys make excellent points about this whole GOAT craziness and NBC's ability to do what they do. Point-wise, look, I'm going to have to give 12 points to Sarah.
Okay.
Man.
And I'm going to have to give...
I'm blown away that Gothard can do math that fast. I'm going to be honest with you. That's been...
It's the only reason I'm here, man. It's the only reason I'm here.
Has been you adding stuff up. I can feel him nervously. Like it's like counting cards in Vegas. Like, oh my God, is that 21 yet?
How about the fact that I've kept my costume on the whole goddamn
Yeah, but you look
You
cute.
always get to take your stuff off.
Because you look good in it. I told you look good, so you should keep it on.
And why don't we give 15 to Santino?
Yes. Okay, good. 85 to 90. I like this.
Prop number 7, Santino, shut up about sports. Okay. Also happening this weekend is the opening of the Queen Freddie Mercury biopic, Bohemian Rhapsody, starring Rami Malek. This closely follows the successful release of another music movie, Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's A Star is Born, last month. The prop, will Bohemian Rhapsody have over or under the 84% Rotten Tomatoes audience score given to A Star is Born?
Okay, first of all, 84 was given to A Star is Born, and that was the most popular film in the last couple of months. Everyone can't stop talking about it. This is not going to be that. It looks good. I like Remy. The pre-picked prorated number on Rotten Tomatoes was 55%. They said it was a splat on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, no way.
Prior to it being voted on. But I like Remy. I don't know if he's going to do the movie justice. I do like Fat Bottom Girls, and I love Queen. But unless Remy went all the way in and got HIV, I just don't think they're going to earn that 84. If he went all the way in character and he caught himself the HIV, I would say it'd go over.
He's a very skinny person. I can't put it past him, and I don't want to know his business. That's it. That's his business.
Yeah, but if he went full HIV,
I think that Star is Born got 84% because it's a remake of a remake of a remake. All right, Bohemian Rhapsody is completely new. Rami Malek is the GOAT, in my opinion. He's one of the greatest actors of all time. And he's got a twin, which makes him even cooler.
He's good on Mr. Robot, I'll give him that. But I don't know. He's going to do this well. I'm sure he's going to play the character very well. I just don't think this movie's going to be that good.
No, they're going to give him so much that's going to get way more percentage.
What's the story of this
nobody
movie?
wants to be negative about the LGBTQ FHT9UV. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Squared.
But nobody wants to be anti that. So I think it's going to get tons of love.
Nobody wants to be anti-LGBTQ, you think?
No. I don't
Trump's
think
the
so.
president.
Yeah.
Need I say more? I think I'm going to win that little
argument. I think you should say more.
Well, we know Trump is real pro-LGBTQ, so.
All right, idiots. I believe, and we'll have to run this through the Googles, but I think it's Rami.
Oh.
Rami.
You've been saying Remy. I believe it's Rami.
I thought like that.
I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Rami Rhapsody.
And you guys have some interesting theories. Listen, apparently Rami is going to smoke this role like a big fat Bob Marley joint. So I think, there's Oscar buzz floating around this performance. So he's gonna bring it, and he's gonna put some stank on it. And the Queen phenomenon, it's global. It's not just they love them in the South. It's global. So this is going to be a monster feeding frenzy with regard to people weighing in on how good it is. I think it makes the over.
Yes.
I think it makes the over. And if it doesn't, then everybody who votes can go f themselves.
Okay.
Now,
agreed.
Therefore, Sarah, you get a healthy 5 points.
Okay.
And you, redhead, get 7 points.
7 I'll take. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
All right. For our 8th question, for the wild card pick, I'm going to my good friend to throw this one out. Big boy!
Yo, what's up? This is Big Boy, and this is the prop of the week. The question is, my GQ favorite list, what couldn't I live without on the road? Exfoliating gloves or warm socks to have sex with? What's your answer?
First of all, anybody that calls themselves Big Boy probably needs some sex socks.
Oh, yeah?
Also, he's wearing a Falcons shirt, so he's gonna be right no matter what. I don't know if I'm gonna be right, but I'm going sex socks. And honestly, I would just be very excited if Big Boy wore any kind of protection, even if it was socks. So I'll be super stoked about that. I don't even know what sex socks are.
Yes, you do.
I'm assuming they're
Yes, you do.
they're
Sarah.
probably invented by Jason Witten because he looks like someone that only wears socks when he has sex. So I don't know. I don't know what sex socks are, but I'm going sex socks because I think they're useful. You can use them to clean up after, I think.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they're friction or they provide.
Well, listen, I love Big Boy, and I love the AT Aliens, so much respect to those cats. They're the best in the world. I do think it's a trick question. I think it's both. I got to tell you, I bet it's both.
What?
But because of this, I can't pick both. I'm going to have to go with exfoliating gloves. A lot of time I've spent with black young men, and they love to exfoliate. They love cocoa butter. They love lotion. All my black friends love lotioning. They tell me, you look ashy. They say, Santino, you look ashy. And I do. I have dry iris skin, so they've informed me that lotion at night is a huge deal.
But you can put lotion in your socks.
No, but you put them on your glove. You put exfoliating gloves.
In your socks,
your hands are soft.
Feet all soft.
Yeah, but who wants hot, sweaty feet when they? I don't want hot, sweaty
Exfoliating gloves
feet.
are for your skin on your outside of your body.
I think it's
not
lotion gloves. I think it's late night lotion gloves.
Those are, it's to exfoliate your skin. Exfoliating gloves are for the shower.
What if it exfoliates in your hands at night?
Those aren't a thing.
Lotion gloves?
No.
I don't know. Both of these things are insane. Both of these things are absurd. Sex socks.
No,
and...
their names are Gothard and Riggle. Not
Oh, that's. Oh, sorry. Actually, if they were these two, it would. Rob would be the sex socks, and you know Gothard would definitely be the exfoliating gloves. Yeah, there's no doubt. All right, well, let's see what the big boy said.
The answer is, I need the socks, but if I don't have my girlfriend or wife, in this case, wife, then the socks wouldn't be that important. So I like to keep my face smooth with the glove. These days, she be at home working and shit, so ain't nothing happening out here. Nothing.
Yeah, it's the gloves.
It was.
It was both.
It was both.
He said both.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said
Pretty
both.
sure he said, well, he's a big boy. He can have both.
He can have both.
He can have both.
That's why we don't let people get high in the green room. That's why we're not allowed to smoke in there anymore.
Yeah, jeez.
Because that happens. So I guess it's both.
I guess it's both.
All right, Riggle, this is on you.
All right, listen, when I have sex, the first thing I like to do is protect my feet. I think, but that's common. I'm not talking out of turn here.
I feel like that's a very normal
That's universal.
Yeah.
And you were talking about African Americans and exfoliating, and I don't think we're allowed to talk about black people.
No.
So,
We're not allowed to talk about. That's all we do on this show. We talk about sports.
No.
No.
You're not even allowed to talk.
Nope.
Okay.
Unfortunately, though, there's some things that you said in your face also, Sarah. Something about it's throwing me off today. So Sarah gets minus 94.
No.
Yes, yes.
Come on.
And redhead, your hair is bothering me. So you get minus 92.
Yeah! 1-0. It's like a New York Giants score.
Well.
So I get control of your Twitter and your avatar. You upped the ante.
Yep.
That is your fault.
That's fine. I'm ready for my punishment. Rob, it's been great having you on the show. Remember, kids, go to the Yahoo Sports app and play all these props with us in the Yahoo Fantasy Slate. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 2Debate2Furious, and subscribe to the Yahoo Sports YouTube channel to get our new episodes every single Wednesday.
And a very special thank you to our guest judge, Rob Riggle. You can find Rob every week on Fox NFL Sunday and on Rob Riggle's Ski Master Academy on Crackle. Thank you for watching our show. We bet you'll be back. I can't believe I won. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Props on the Yahoo YouTube page.
Yeah, please subscribe because we need more viewers, and that's how we stay alive and eat and feed our families.
New shows come out every Wednesday. And don't forget to hit the like button right below our beautiful faces right here. That'll help us out too.
Yeah.
Props to you if you do it right.